So today, we're diving into a project called Ushkee. And what's interesting here is how they're trying to connect digital collectibles, NFTs, with actual physical stuff you can own, and even real community impact. All right, let's get into it. But first, we got to talk about the elephant in the room, right? This is the question that hangs over the entire NFT space. For a lot of people, it just feels like a bubble. A ton of hype, but not much real substance. Is it all just digital smoke and mirrors? And you know what? That skepticism is totally understandable. The big problem, and this is what the founders of Ushkee saw, is that for most of these projects, it all stops the second you buy the art. You get a cool digital picture, sure, but that's it. There's no real connection to the world around you. And that is exactly where Ushkee is trying to be different. They're positioning themselves not just as some digital art collection, but as a whole lifestyle brand. The entire goal is to build a bridge between that digital thing in your crypto wallet and actual real-world value. The whole ecosystem is built on two main types of NFTs. First, you've got the 36 originals. Now, think of these like the master blueprints of the entire Ushkee universe. They're never, ever sold. They're kind of like the secret sauce. Then from those originals, you get the derivatives. These are the collections that are actually available for us to buy, and they're themed around things like sports or music. This is the stuff you can actually own. Okay, so here's the million-dollar question. How does owning one of these digital characters actually put real money in your pocket? This is the core idea behind the whole thing, so let's break it down. All right, let's say you own this NFT right here. It's from the Miami Wave Metafield Guardian collection. It's a unique digital asset, it's verified on the blockchain, and it just sits there in your crypto wallet. So far, pretty standard NFT stuff, right? But this is where things get really interesting. Because look at this. Ushkee goes and creates physical merchandise, like this t-shirt, that features the exact character from the NFT that you own. See, the digital and the physical are now directly linked. And this is how it all comes together. It's a super simple 3-step process. Step 1. A fan who just thinks the design is cool buys that t-shirt. Step 2, that sale automatically triggers a smart contract on the blockchain. And boom, Step 3, you, the person who owns the NFT, instantly get a cut of that sale paid to you in crypto. It's basically passive income from a digital picture you own. The key here is that this all happens automatically. The tech behind it, the smart contract, it's like a digital vending machine. You don't need a company to manually count up the sales and send you a check. The rules are baked into the code. A sale happens, you get paid. It's that simple. No middleman, no waiting around. But the whole point of this project isn't just about earning some extra cash for yourself. The founders have actually woven this mission of community impact right into the business model, connecting their digital world to real-life local projects. Yeah, this is about way more than just merch. A portion of the money from every single NFT sale is set aside to fund community programs. So when someone buys a digital collectible, that money is directly supporting real people in the real world. Take a look at this number, 10. Just 10. What do you think that represents? It represents 10 children, 10 kids who were sponsored for swimming lessons during the summer of 2024. And that entire program was funded by the money they made from just one of their NFT collections. It's a super clear example of their mission actually happening. And it's not a one-off thing either. They're involved in all sorts of local events, from fitness challenges to basketball tournaments. But how does a project sustain all this? The revenue sharing, the community funding? Well, to get that, we need to pop the hood and look at the tech making it all possible. So what's actually powering this whole ecosystem of digital art, automatic payments, and community givebacks? Let's take a quick look at the engine. At the heart of everything is the Ushkee token. Now, if you look at this chart, you can see how the tokens are divided up. But notice the biggest slice of the pie. Over 30% is set aside for ecosystem rewards. And that's really important. It's designed to reward the community for actually participating, for holding the NFTs, and engaging with the brand. So what does this token actually do? Well, you can think of it as the official currency for the entire Ushkee world. If you hold it, you can get discounts on merch, get exclusive access to events, and earn more rewards. It's basically the fuel that makes the whole economic engine run. A project like this is really only as strong as its future plans, right? So where is Ushkee headed from here? Well, they've laid out a pretty clear roadmap for the next few years. Let's take a look. So 2024, this year, is all about launching those derivative NFTs and the merch we just talked about. Then in 2025, they're launching their official token. But from there, things get even bigger. They're jumping into play-to-earn gaming with a prototype in 2026 and a full game launch plan for 2027. And all of this really brings us to the big final question that a project like this makes you think about. It's really an experiment where the lines between who's a customer, who's a creator, and who's an owner all start to get really blurry. And it makes you wonder, what if the most successful brands of the future aren't the ones that just sell things to their community, but the ones that actually build their entire world with them?